Hell to the
Hey
no.
everybody, welcome to Hootie Films Entertainment Live. I'm your host, Rick Hootie. I have with me here a special guest, a familiar friend for some of you guys who might know him. That's Protagonist.
Hey, everybody.
So we're going to be talking about some horror movies in today's live stream. We're also going to be watching Trick or Treat 1 and 2, which is a short horror film. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Um, So, Protagonist, go ahead and say what you want to say to everybody.
Oh, thank you for having me, by the way. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you all for showing up. Yeah. So whatever you want to start with, whatever topic, yeah.
I think we'll probably start with I don't know if anyone has seen Arachnophobia.
Yes. I saw that as a kid a few times and had a few nightmares from that one. Definitely a disgusting movie, especially if you're not a big fan of spiders, hence the name of the movie. But yeah. You
Yeah,
had just saw some news for the remake, didn't you? Yeah.
yeah. There's apparently they're calling it Sting. I'm
Oh.
not sure why they're not calling it Arachnophobia, but apparently they're calling it Sting.
Well, that movie changed my childhood. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely made me look at spiders differently, that they could one jump. You never really see that as a kid. Well, where I'm from anyway, you don't see that, and the fact that spiders jumped in that movie scared the living hell out of me. But yeah, so they're changing the title of it to Sting. Probably some kind of marketing move, just to keep things fresh and say, hey, we not only uh, are remaking the film, but we're changing the title too, and just to, I suppose, leave the prestige for the original film if you think about it. But yeah,
It's probably a safety move. Like,
yeah,
they probably want to, I'm sure they're changing things up, and you know how that goes when people might like the movie, but they say they should have called it something else.
exactly, man.
But yeah, I mean,
Um,
I think most people have some kind of fear with spiders or don't like them anyways.
Yeah, you occasionally meet those interesting folk who like to pick up spiders, and they're like, "Oh, they're harmless," and they're all happy about it when they pick up the spider, and I'm just sitting there like, keep that away from me, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
squash that, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we got uh welcome Megan to
Hello,
the live
Megan.
stream. It looks like Megan's asking, are they getting any of the original cast back? Um, and is it a sequel of some sort or a flat out remake? Um, to be honest, I really don't have a whole lot of information on it. There's been very little news on it so far. It just recently came out that the the remake, I guess, is I think they're calling it a remake. So that's my guess. But apparently, it's coming out within a few months. It's March.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
March.
something like that. It was oh, actually, it's April, mid-April, roughly.
Is it April?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
mid-April. I don't know anything about the cast or any of the news. I tend to not click
Yeah.
on any pictures or links of spiders. I don't necessarily have arachnophobia. I'm just disgusted by them.
Yeah. But it's it's to my understanding that it's not a sequel. I believe it's a like a remake.
Should be pretty interesting though, considering the changes of technology from the original film, which came out I think a year after I was born. It was like 1990 or 1991 or something, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very sure there was limited CGI use in that film, and it was mainly just practical effects and I guess animatronics or something. But um, yeah, there was that spider. I just the reveal of the big one in at near the end of the movie. That was just that is ingrained in my mind, and I can't forget it.
You're talking about in the basement.
Yes, yeah. I'll never forget seeing that thing as a kid and being like, and we need to change the channel, because like that's disgusting. I didn't know it
Yeah.
was that big. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that movie is definitely a classic to me. I mean, I know a lot of people that, I mean, especially my sister, she's terrified of spiders. So, um, I know when she would watch it, she'd get the kind of like whole itchy feeling like there's spiders crawling all over her. Uh, So
You should take her to it then. Make her watch it.
I should, yeah. We go to movies sometimes. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely, I'm excited for that one.
Okay. Yeah. That's
So,
cool. Yeah.
so protagonist, what do you hope to see in the new? I'm assuming it's a remake, so let's just call it a remake. Well, what are you hoping to see in the remake?
And we're talking about Sting still. Yeah. Uh, limited CGI, and not just that. A good story. Nobody likes to. Oh, there's Caslin, by the way, in the comments. Yeah, I see you, Caslin. Hello. Um, uh, yes, limited CGI, a good story, and like genuine horror. No jump scares. They're not necessary, but like maybe like just great camera work. Of like a spider crawling up to one of its victims. Slowly, and like the music getting more intense and more intense, right? That kind of stuff will put people on the edge of their seats, right? And raise their blood pressure, of course, and their pulse goes through the roof, like that kind of stuff is what I live for. I love horror movies that just, I don't know, cause a significant amount of dread, a lot of hopelessness, right? And if this movie can do that, then it will fare well, I think. But if it just solely relies on jump scares and CGI, it's going to tank. I don't know. What about you?
I mean, I'm hoping to see. I agree with you on the whole CGI thing. I mean, let's make things look as real as they possibly can. Nobody wants to see something that looks fake. Obviously, a fake spider isn't going to scare me. I mean, I want to see something that looks real. So
Hmm.
definitely agree with you on that. Now, what I liked about the original one was, well, I liked the part where, it gets crazy and you see a bunch of spiders just crawling over the walls and they're like overtaking the house and
Oh God.
that, yeah, that was, I mean, I hope they do something like that, definitely.
You know what I also hope? I have to interject here. You know how John Goodman was the exterminator in that film? The
Yes,
arachnophobia film?
I was
Bring him
just gonna
back
talk
for this
about that.
film. Yeah, bring him back. Yeah, I would love to see him in the film again, but go on. Yeah.
That was a little extra bit of comedy there that they threw in, but
Hmm.
um, yeah, yeah, it looks like Daniel Kahn says I'm intrigued. Um,
Caslin.
Caslin Industries. Hey, who? He says Duty Films. You remember that, huh? Um, so yeah. And then he says, "I see you guys are using a different streaming software." Yes, we are. And that's actually has to do with the whole Duty Films.
See
Yeah.
an interesting story behind that one. Yeah.
Yes, I'll go into a quick explanation about that real quick. When me and TacMac were doing the live stream, I thought that I mistakenly mistyped Hootie Films and put Duty Films. Well, when we when I switched it and we were done with the live stream, we were doing a private conversation after, and it kept switching again, and it got worse and worse, and suddenly they were switching me and TacMac's name like completely. So we come to the conclusion that we must have been somehow hacked into the live stream. So that's the reason for the switch to a different platform.
Okay.
So
Well, I
somebody,
hope it
yeah,
wasn't too malicious or anything. Like you didn't have any damage to your guys' PCs or yeah.
yeah, I didn't notice anything as far as them getting into my computer or TacMac's computer. But however, they did get into the stream. I'm surprised they didn't mess with us like a lot in the live stream. Just switched my H to a D, but but did mess with us in the private chat afterwards. So yeah, it was pretty
I
crazy.
see.
So
Okay.
so yeah, that answers your question, I guess, to why we're using a different streaming software. And as far as I know, TacMac plans on doing the same thing. I can't really speak for him because I'm not 100% sure. But to my knowledge, I think he will be using a different one also.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
But yeah, anyways, going back to arachnophobia. Actually, Sting. I don't know why they're calling it Sting. Why not just call it arachnophobia? I mean,
Yeah. No, when I think Sting, I think bee, bees anyway, and I don't think spider,
yeah,
But yeah, if they find a way to bring John Goodman back, as an exterminator again, I'm all for it, Or if he's one of the old couple this time, you remember that scene in Arachnophobia where the old couple are sitting on the couch and the spiders are crawling through their popcorn.
oh yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. This time John Goodman could be one of the old men, one of the old couple sitting on the couch and unfortunately, a victim of the spiders. Yeah, but
Who wants to? Gosh, who wants to watch a movie where they have spiders in the popcorn? Like that makes me not want to have popcorn.
exactly. Yeah, no that yeah. No that
Oh gosh.
definitely just killed my appetite for any popcorn that I might have had. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my. Yeah, but I don't know if anyone has seen the picture for the new Arachnophobia movie, but I mean it looks pretty crazy with the spider coming down on a string and looks like a little girl sleeping on a bed and you see the spider on a string like coming down at her. Pretty crazy.
Ugh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Ugh. Yeah, no, we'll see if I go to that one at the theater.
I should show everybody is what I should do.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
Feel like
pop
it,
it
yeah.
up. Let me see here. Let me pop it up.
How's everybody doing today, though? Hope you all are enjoying any kind of horror movies or horror TV shows. It's not very much new horror going on right now, other than I think Night Swim just came out from Blumhouse, and I heard that's tanking. I don't plan to see that one after seeing the preview for it. It did not look that appealing, I suppose. But yeah. Other than that, not much horror news going on right now. It's kind of dry.
Yeah,
Regarding the
it's
Sting
been pretty
movie,
dry.
here's what
Okay, here,
Caston had to say. Oh
here
my God.
you see
Oh,
the everybody see the picture up on the screen.
oh.
Yeah,
Dude, get that away from me. Oh my God. Oh, that's disgusting, man. Oh,
yeah, that's a pretty crazy looking spider there.
How would
Yeah.
you like to have that thing land on you?
I went.
Okay. Here's what Caslin had to say, by the way. Regarding the Sting movie, I heard that it's apparently going to be quite similar to The Fly in the sense that it could be a person who somehow starts becoming a spider after being bitten by one.
A
No
fly.
way.
A
If that's the case, we have like a Spider-Man coming out, except it's going to be like a horror movie. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I would not like that at all. I mean, make it like the original.
Ugh. I remember The Fly, watching that as a kid. That was disgusting. I tend to turn the channel whenever that movie was on, but yeah. Sounds
Yeah,
like what if a Spider-Man went wrong? Yes. Yes, it
yeah.
actually does. Yeah. It's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be Spider-Man, I'm gonna be able to sling webs and all this," and no, it turns out you're gonna sprout like 6 no, yeah, 6 legs and a bunch of eyes, and you're gonna start growing hairs all over, and yeah, ugh. Gross. Nasty.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Let's keep it like the original.
Yeah.
I mean, let's keep it real spiders. I mean, I don't know.
So it might not even be really a remake anyway. It might have started out as a remake, and then
That
they were like, "You know what? We're not actually doing a remake."
it
Mm.
kind of concerns me because the fact they call it Sting, is it not going to be like a straight remake or I mean that picture looks pretty convincing though, of the spider coming down that I just
Mhm.
shared. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It is coming out quicker
Uh,
than I actually thought.
yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen a trailer for it yet. Like, it hasn't popped up on my YouTube, and I'm always looking for horror movies or horror news, and everything. So I usually get like recommended, a horror movie trailer that just comes out, right? And I don't think this one even has a trailer. I'd have to look. Hold on. Sting
I
2024 trailer.
I don't you think it would if it's coming out that soon, but I don't
Yeah,
think it
there's still
does.
no trailer. Yep, no trailer.
That is yeah, that's strange. I don't why would it have no
3
trailer?
months
But
away. Yeah, a little bit odd, right?
and there's not very much advertising about it either.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I don't that's
That's
kind
the
of
first
strange.
time I even knew that it was called Sting. I thought it was also I thought it was still like Arachnophobia, just remake, but
That's
anyway.
what I thought, and they actually, the last news that I saw, they were calling it a Arachnophobia remake.
Okay. Huh.
So, I don't
Could
know.
be a bad gamble. Could be a good one, who knows?
Yeah, only time will tell, I guess.
That is correct.
But I don't know how looks like, Megan says if you guys want a good horror movie recommendation, I couldn't recommend it more. Thanksgiving, yeah, if you like Scream, you'll love this. I've been hearing a lot about Thanksgiving, and the more and more I hear about it, the more and more I wanna watch it, so
Agreed. And I tend to avoid movie reviews and everything, but this one got really good reviews if I remember correctly. And yeah, I'm just waiting for it to, be available to rent. Like right now it's only available to buy digitally for me, right? And I don't know, $25 for a movie these days is asking a lot, but I will rent it for sure. And if it's good, I'll buy it. But yeah.
well, I mean, I'm tempted. I mean, I've been hearing nothing but good things. I'm tempted to buy it.
Hey,
I
I mean, if it is as good as Scream, the original one, then it is worth buying for 25. Yeah.
so I don't know how many people in the comments have seen Thanksgiving, but if you have, I obviously Megan, you have. Is it like worth buying? You think for $20? I mean, because I will buy it if it's you think it's worth it. But that's all they're offering right now.
Daniel says
Daniel,
absolutely.
absolutely. Well,
Okay.
okay.
Huh. Okay.
That's
Well,
good.
I
That's
mean,
good to know.
yeah, that is good to know. I've waited this long though, and who knows? It might be a week away from being, available to rent digitally. Like, who knows? Um, I actually probably find that out. Usually they make something available to rent when the DVD comes out, right? So let me look up Thanksgiving DVD release date.
I think sometimes it comes out to rent,
Hmm.
but a lot of movies nowadays, especially if it's doing well, I think they're doing the whole getting rid of it to rent, and then you can buy it for the same price that you can rent it as when it was $20.
Yep. So I did just see on Google January 30th is when the DVD release date comes out. So I'm betting that's when it'll be available to rent as well. Because right now it's just you buy it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. They announced its sequel like a week after it released in theaters. It did that good. Wow. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, no, I haven't had a chance to watch it and review it yet, even though I wanted to. I definitely, after watching the preview for it, it looked interesting enough to actually go and watch at the theater. I just didn't have a chance to, unfortunately. But
Yeah, same here. I was originally gonna see it in the theaters, and I don't know, I just never did. But I mean, I don't go to the theaters as much as I used to. I actually have a projector in my house, so although it's not like quite as big as the movie theater screen, it's a big screen still. So it's still exciting to watch movies on it.
that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to watch it. Then we could talk, more about it. But
Hmm.
I guess let's move on to some other things here before we get started with the watching Trick or Treat. But what about Halloween? Have you heard anything about that protagonist? Anything new?
Just just other than Daniel Harris and the director of Halloween 4 back in the day, Halloween 4, Dwight Little. Both of them chimed in and said, they're excited that Miramax is making a Halloween TV series and that they hope to be involved, that they have ideas. And Danielle Harris, of course, wants to be a part of, the Halloween TV series. She's wanted back into the franchise for so long. Like, she's been in line for so long, begging to come back in, like, wants Jamie Lloyd's story to continue and everything. And there's a lot of momentum, I feel like, in the Halloween community actually building up for that. And I was thinking, as far as movies go, I don't know if she has the star power to put people in seats. And that's usually what earns a budget, is the fact that you have a star that can sell tickets, right? That or you have such a unique idea that it gains so much momentum so quickly, that that people are actually going to like Smile, for instance. Other than Cal Penn, I think he was in that movie, but other than him, there was no recognizable star in that movie. And the only reason why it had so much momentum was heavy marketing. You saw people at baseball games doing the creepy smile, right? And they would just be
Yes.
standing in the crowd doing that, and that's how it gained momentum originally. I remember. So as far as putting people in the seats when it comes to Halloween, the movie itself, the name of the movie, Halloween, is going to sell tickets no matter what. So my fear that you need a star like Jamie Lee Curtis or like James Jude Courtney to put people in seats. You really don't, If you told me tomorrow a bunch of nobodies got casted into a reboot of Halloween, I would go and see it regardless if I didn't know any of the actors or actresses, you know? That's just, but as far as the news goes, to back to your question, yeah, other than Danielle Harris saying that she wants to come back to the franchise and continue Jamie Lloyd's story, there hasn't been much news on it. Have you heard anything?
Just the same as you, the Daniel Harris one to return.
Hmm.
Other than that, not a whole lot. It's been pretty dry with a lot of things, including Halloween. Haven't heard much, but
Very true. Like, I mean, God, the last thing I heard about Saw 11 was what, weeks ago, like almost after Saw 10 came out, you know? So I mean, just right now it seems like a vast Sahara desert, like it's that dry, you know, like there's no news for anything going on. What did Daniel say in your comments, by the way?
it says I might be alone on this, but I'm kind of bored of Halloween, or at least for now anyway. It's just because every time they make a new one, I get so hyped and then it turns out being trash. I give up. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. I I'm so disappointed that Halloween, I mean, and some of you guys, I don't know how many of you guys in here liked Halloween Ends, but I personally did not like Halloween Ends. I was disappointed. That wasn't, in my opinion, a proper ending, and the movie just wasn't that great. It's my least favorite,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would rather watch Halloween Resurrection on repeat than ever watch Halloween Ends again, you know. But and that says something considering how you and I had talked about Halloween Resurrection recently together, you know, and we
Yeah.
had the things we had to say about that film. But also, Caslin said, "Isn't the person who played Amber in Scream 5? I'm assuming that's what S5. Yeah, Scream 5 and Thanksgiving. I don't know. That's actually a good question. Be That'd be pretty cool considering I thought Amber's character was really good in Scream 5. Maybe a little over the top in being crazy, but then again, I mean, a lot of the villains in the Scream franchise are a little over the top, you know, but um I I might have to disagree with Daniel, but I respect his opinion on it. Like I get it. Like when they disappoint you, it's hard to get excited for something, you know. I understand that. I respect that, but I'm such a big Halloween fan. The thought of a complete fresh reboot that's not associated with Blumhouse Productions or David Gordon Green, I'm very excited about that. Okay. The fact that Blumhouse won't be anywhere near this, that it's run by Miramax and Transcans Films. Who's the one that originally owned the? Hold on. Transcans Films.
Trandcast films?
Yeah, Trancast Films. Yes, Trancast International Films. Yes. The fact that Miramax and Trancast International Films are the only organizations that are going to have their hands on Halloween at this point is it uplifts my spirits. Okay. Yes, it's uplifting. But anyway, I don't know. God, to the directions that they could go with Halloween also makes it a little exciting. From what I read, that they want a shared universe with a TV series and a movie, as in like the TV series somehow connects to the movie eventually. Um, so the directions are almost endless that you could go here. You know, with if they bring back Jamie Lloyd, you know, they could retcon Halloween 5, or if they decide a complete fresh reboot, then they could build up everything for a Michael Myers movie, you know. But and what did Daniel say here again? I'm just upset because for the last two trilogies that they made, it starts good, but then it ends bad. and I've just literally given up. But I respect your opinion to stay loyal to the franchise. Yeah, no, I respect your opinion. And maybe the problem is dragging out a story that doesn't need to be dragged out. Instead of doing a trilogy, do one movie at a time and see, if there's demand for another movie. Take your time in making movies too. And I felt like uh Halloween Kills was rushed as well as Halloween Ends. Like there was only a year in between both films, right? And
I believe so. Yeah.
yeah, like if they take their time and they don't pump out movie, like there's less probability that it will suck. And I felt like David Gordon Green was going to keep it the original direction with this trilogy where all three films were supposed to happen on Halloween night of 2019, right? And then after Halloween Kills, he's like, you know what? We're going to have a 4-year jump. I'm changing my mind. And most of us were like, why? Wait, what? And so we watched Halloween Ends and everyone got pissed. Almost everyone, anyway. So I totally understand where Daniel's coming from. The fact that Blumhouse and David Gordon Green are nowhere near this should be very you should be a little more excited is what I'm saying. Like the fact that we got rid of the bad apples.
Yes.
But and I don't think Jamie Lee Curtis will be back either. There are a lot of people unhappy with her because she had a lot of input in the latest trilogy anyway. She herself, David Gordon Green, admitted that she is the reason why Michael Myers ended up being just a man in the new trilogy that just came out, instead of being supernatural like he was in the original series. But anyway.
So where do you think they should leave or start where part 4 left off, or 5, or
I mean, hey, if they go that route where they bring Jamie Lloyd back, just start where Halloween 4 ends. So, Jamie Lloyd killed her foster mother, and you have Dr. Samuel Loomis standing at the bottom of the staircase screaming, "No!" The iconic moment, right? And he's pointing a gun at her, and Jamie's just standing at the top of the staircase holding a knife, like, "Yeah, I just did that. I killed her. Yeah." You know? And so start from there. Maybe I guess Jamie Lloyd's gonna have to be in Smith's Grove, and she's gonna be much older now, obviously, right? Danielle Harris is, I think, in her early 40s now. So it's been
oh,
30 years since the last, what, Halloween 4 or 5. It's been about 30 years or something, if I remember right. What, 1995 or something? I can't remember, but
so they got a lot of
um,
explaining to do if they start from that
yeah.
timeline.
Yeah, and let's say she's rehabilitated, Jamie Lloyd anyway, and that, the evil that infected her from Michael, that's how she became evil anyway. Let's say that is gone now. She's rehabilitated, and let's just say Rachel's her caretaker and, helps her get back on her feet, only for Michael to try and continue his mission of killing his family. Like that was the whole point of Jamie Lloyd's character existing, was Michael needs to kill the rest of his family. It's his curse.
Yeah, yeah, and I
Yeah.
liked that idea when they got rid of that. I didn't mind it at first when they got rid of the whole family thing, but I don't know. The more and more I thought about it, the more I kind of liked that.
Mhm.
Looks
Yeah.
like Caslin Industries says I've actually never spoken out about this, but I actually thought Ends was okay. I agree that bits of it, like Corey beating up Michael, is really bad, but overall it could have been worse. Um, yeah, I guess it. He says, I guess I just like the movie for trying something different, which I get it. I guess that's why a lot of people were disappointed, was because it was so different and it wasn't really Halloween, which they should have called it something else instead of calling it Halloween. I mean, Michael wasn't even barely in it, so he was more like a cameo and in the background. So, which was pretty disappointing because when you think of Halloween, you think of Michael Myers. He's supposed to be the main villain in the whole movie. So it was disappointing that he was barely in it. And then, like you said, Corey beating him up was just, yeah, that was ridiculous. I mean,
Or thought James Jude Courtney, like 6'4" and 235 pounds, and this little 5'7", 185-pound character just manhandles him. I'm like, okay. Yeah, okay. This is the same Michael Myers that stomped on what's his name? Dr. Sartain's head and just completely squished it. One stomp,
it
Yeah.
made Michael look so weak. Like it made him look like, I don't know, a little kid or something getting beat up in the schoolyard or picked on.
I do have something to address what Megan said here in the comments, but then they have to explain why Michael took a vacation for 30 years. Yeah, I do get that, and that is actually like a bit of an issue because Ellie Cornell, who plays Rachel, since she'll be back because we're erasing the events of Halloween 5 because that movie sucks. One and two, you don't kill off a character of her uh, uh, I don't know, lack of better word, her prestige. She was like Sarah Connor in the way that she was strong and that she was the leader type and she was the final girl, right? And she did everything she could to keep Jamie Lloyd alive. She took on the boogeyman for Christ's sake, like that's admirable right there. And they kept her alive at the end of 4, only to kill her off in Halloween 5, like it doesn't matter, like she's some side character. And like you don't do that. That's so disrespectful. Uh, to address that though, what Megan actually said here, it's a very good criticism. But if you look at like Halloween H2O, at the beginning of the movie, Michael's just rolling up in a truck at like some bathroom stop, like after 20 years, right? So they didn't explain what Michael was up to for 20 years there, did they? I don't remember Halloween H2O too much. Do you, Hootie?
Um, they didn't explain where he was for 20 years.
Yeah. As far as I
No,
remember, yeah, they just kind of like glossed that over. They're like, "Yep, the boogeyman's back."
but I mean, that's technically what happened in the original too, because remember he was, as a kid, he was in the sanitarium, and they said that he was there for how many years was he there for? Was it 18 or was it?
Uh, Loomis said I spent the first 15 years. 15 years. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he was 6 years old, and then 21 when he broke out. So 15 years. Yeah.
Caslin Industries says he's just chilling on a beach somewhere sipping his tea.
Yeah. Hey, that's his he's part-time boogeyman and part-time relaxer at the beach, okay?
Well, yeah, we really don't know what he does, in the other seasons. It's just October he comes out and yeah.
Yeah. And wait, on Halloween 4, 5, and 6, like doesn't Michael just like come around Halloween day anyway? It's like, "Oh, it's Halloween, so Michael's due for a visit."
Well,
Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, what does he do? In the summer and the fall, or not fall. Fall is when he comes. But what's he doing in the summer, spring? And
yeah. Yeah, he's just working at a golf course or something. Yeah. Working night shift where he doesn't have to deal with customers, doesn't have to talk, right?
yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
He's probably doing what we see in a bunch of those comical videos. Where you see him, jump roping and.
Oh my god.
uh, but yeah,
What if
I mean,
Michael Myers was a janitor? Like a very clean person, like extremely into cleanliness. Um almost OCD. Like what if Michael Myers was like that when it was not Halloween? He's just cleaning floors. They're spotless. They're sparkling, right? So silly.
Well, I mean, he seems to get a new, mechanic suit every every
Oh,
Halloween he comes out. So
yeah. Yeah. I mean, hell, he's probably part-time mechanic then. Like, I never really considered that ever since the first film, he's had a proclivity for that clothing. So maybe that was his calling after all.
I don't know
Hmm.
if anyone has seen this, but they have a video, and I can't remember. It's some kind of commercial thing that somebody did, and I don't remember what it's for. But I remember watching it, and this girl is running from, well, she's running, and Michael's, right behind her. She gets in a car and she's trying to start it, and it won't start or something like that. Yeah, and Michael's getting closer and closer, and she's trying to start the car, and then all of a sudden she looks and he's gone. You know how he disappears and
Yeah.
can't find him. And well, all of a sudden he pops the hood, and or no, he doesn't pop the hood. He's in front of the car, and he's like pointing at the hood to like pop the hood, and she's all confused, like what? So she does it anyways, and he's just sitting there working on the car, closes it. It was funny.
Uh,
You guys got to see it. I mean, I'll have to find it.
Like,
Maybe I can
yeah.
send a link somehow. But
Yeah,
it's
here's what Daniel had to say in the comments, by the way. Yeah, no, like I want to see that clip, by the way, if you could find it. But Daniel said another problem I would have with them making a sequel to Halloween 4 is that we have to remember that Michael is like a 65, 66-year-old man. Like he ain't the Terminator. Um, Not necessarily in that timeline. No, he's not that old. In that timeline, I think Halloween 4 Michael was in his late 30s if I remember right. So he again, I guess if we're fast forwarding another 30 years, yeah, he would be in his mid 60s again. So wait, Daniel might be onto something. Maybe James Hugh Courtney can come back. Hmm, you know, because he's pretty old, and he portrayed Michael perfectly, in my opinion.
yeah, and
But we are talking about a supernatural Michael, by the way, guys. Like, for those of you who didn't see the OG movies, like, Michael was not just a human being, not just a man in those films. Like, that guy was pulling some magical stuff, okay? He had the curse of Thorn to thank for those supernatural powers, yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, look at Dr. Loomis. He shot him 6 times.
Yep. Shot him 6 times. He fell on his back, by the way, from a 2-story building. Like, I don't recommend this, but I can almost guarantee just falling on your back from 2 stories, you're not going to get up and run away. You're going to be going to the hospital, bro.
Yeah, and then now that you mentioned the hospital, Halloween 2, he gets shot. I believe was it another 5 times?
Yeah, Laurie shot him. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. What's his name? Loomis shot him another bunch of times. Oh, my
Yep.
God.
Then he gets shot in the
Oh,
eye.
yep. Both eyes, by the way.
Yeah, so I mean, he's definitely not human in that timeline. So yeah, now let's move on to how about Saw? What do you guys think about Saw? Did you guys excited for another sequel? How about you, protagonist? Are you?
Yes, absolutely. I haven't reviewed Saw 10 yet, but I'm going to. I fully plan it to do a full review of that movie on my channel. I'm looking forward to Saw 11. I'm very happy that it's actually coming out. I want to say the producer confirmed that it's actually going to be made. It was a week or two after Saw 10 came out, and it was super successful and critically acclaimed. So what about you? Are you excited?
Yeah, I mean, I've been covering it on my channel. So
Okay.
I can't wait. It's I've talked a lot about it. I mean, even in the live stream with TacMac, I had talked about it. So I mean, to me, it sounds like the rumors I'm hearing, anyways, that they're going to. Well, there's rumors. It's not been confirmed, but that Cecilia might be going after John Kramer, which would kind of break the cycle of what we usually see in a Saw movie.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
we
looks
we
like
know she ultimately fails, because John dies in the third movie. If spoiler alert, I'm sorry you guys had like 20 years to watch the movies, but anyway, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
looks
like we know she fails, right? So,
yeah. And Megan is asking, so what's this Trick or Treat movie then? It's a short horror film. I don't know if you watch short horror films or not, but I know me and Protagonist are really into short horror films, and oftentimes a lot of short horror films are even better than Hollywood films. So I mean, I love to watch short horror films. So
mhm,
yeah, Trick or Treat is a short horror film. There's a part 1 and 2, which we will be watching both. We're gonna watch the first one and then talk about it, and then we'll watch the second one and talk about that. So it'll be kind of like an intermission once we're done with part 1. So the first one runs about 14 minutes and 10 seconds. So I mean, yeah, if I don't know if you want to get into that, we can. What do you think, Protagonist? You want to get into
sure, yeah, no, I mean, unless anybody has some other or if you want to talk about other stuff first, or it don't matter to me. Daniel has something to ask you. Yeah.
Oh, he says, yeah, talking about horror shorts. How's yours coming along, Hootie? Any updates? Um, well, the Halloween project I plan on doing. Um, I don't know if you heard, but I had to postpone that till October of this year. I was gonna do it of October 23, and then I ran out of time. I had a lot of things ready, but I wasn't completely ready, and I get snow here where I'm from, so the snow comes and it's not the setting that I want. I want obviously a fall setting with, the fall leaves and stuff like that. But yeah, I ran out of time. So, which is fine, I guess, because I don't want to rush it. I kind of want to be able to have enough time so it turns out to be good enough.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna take place after Halloween H2O. And for those of you that didn't like Resurrection, don't worry, I'm ignoring it. I I didn't like it, so we're gonna pretend that it didn't exist in my timeline. So yeah, and we'll also be seeing a different explanation into how he survived his head being chopped off. So I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm just gonna let you know that yes, there is going to be a different explanation to
Oh,
how it's.
did he? Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, it sounded like you lagged out there for a moment. I'm like, oh no.
No, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, believe me, I wanna say a lot, but I gotta keep my mouth shut, so, I don't wanna
Okay.
spoil anything, but
I know
but,
that you overhauled the mask, and I had got a sneak peek at that. Do you want to show everybody who's watching?
yeah, I can show everybody, the Rehall mask. Um,
Because it's really cool. I like it, man. You did really good work.
Let me go ahead and, I'll pop it up on the screen. If you give me a minute, I'll find it. Okay, I think I found the folder that I have it in. So
Okay.
I'm still getting used to this new streaming
Hmm.
platform too. So forgive me if I take longer than normally would, but
Well, as that's happening, I also remember that you're working on another short, not just a Halloween short, but the Devil's Box. Is that what was it called again?
yes.
Okay.
Um I'll talk more about that here in a sec. Let me go ahead and make sure I get this popped up here.
As you do that, Caslin just said, "I'm actually seriously upset Mac just ditched his movie. Like, I know it has a lot of issues from what he said, but like, it sounded like a good, interesting concept that hasn't been done yet." Yes, Caslin, that was the unique thing about his project. Nobody has talked about the other patients at Smith's Grove. Nobody talked about any of them or their stories or anything. And Michael Myers, as bad and evil as he is, he hasn't done the worst things on this planet. Like, there have been way more evil people than him. So that was the unique thing about Mac's project that I remember was Deadface, if I remember right, the name of his character. Um, could have been an even more imposing villain, and the whole time everybody at everybody's looking for Michael Myers, but maybe Deadface should have been the person that everybody was looking for, right? Who knows?
Okay,
The
I'm
the
gonna go ahead
bummer.
and pop that up on the screen.
Hmm. There we go. Yes.
So
It
I
gives me like oh, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, this is the rehaul. I can pop up what it looked like before, but what I did was the hair was different material. It was yeah, it didn't even look like real hair. So what I did was I took an old Halloween mask that had better hair and I put it onto the H2O mold mask, and I also repainted the white, and so that's different kind of paint, and I believe I touched up the lips a little different too, and stuff. So um, but yeah, that's the rehaul, and then show you what it used to look like.
But yeah, Caslin, if I remember right, the issue that Mac had was I believe it was either his director or it was his editor quit, and because of that, putting all the scenes together would have been an issue and every like really, really big issue and everything. So you have a comment, by the way.
That's what it originally looked like. But yeah, okay, looks like you're talking about the one Megan's asking.
Yeah, yeah.
Hootie, in the last live stream you did with TacMac, it was briefly touched on that you might have tried to re-edit his film to see if you could fix what he couldn't. Is that happening, or um, we talked about it in a private chat after the live stream, and I really want to. I honestly would love to. However, the things that he wants done um, is just no editor would be able to do, because what he's talking about that he needs to be fixed is certain camera angles, and well, you can't do that unless you refilm it. And second of all, which is the actual the biggest problem, is that the audio has a noise in the background. And yes, you can get rid of that noise. He said his original editor got rid of it, and I could do the same thing. But the problem is when you get rid of the background noise, well, then you really can't hear the actors talking. So, because of that, that kind of ruins the ability to be able to edit it because of that background noise. Because he said the audio on the actors are already quiet. So if they're already quiet, well, once you get rid of the background noise, it's even more quiet, and you can't fix that. The only way you could fix it is if he has some of his actors come in and um, basically redo their lines, and then you could add the new audio in there. But he says he can't do that. He can't get anybody or any of his actors to come in. So yeah, I mean, I wish I could do something, but because of that, there's no way to do anything. It's Yeah, it sucks, but that's how you learn. That's how I learned on a lot of projects I did. You make a mistake, and once you go make another project, you'll be able to remember, oh, last time, I did this wrong, so I can do it right this time. So you learn as you go along and get better. So yeah, I guess as far as I don't know, my other projects that I'm working on, you were talking, Protagonist, about the Devil's Box,
Yes.
which um which the title comes from an urban legend. I didn't really come up with that title. It's based off an urban legend. So I don't know if you guys heard of the urban legend of the Devil's Toy Box, but I shortened the title and I'm calling it the Devil's Box. So, in fact, I think they already made a movie called The Devil's Toy Box. It's a low budget film, and I think I've seen bits and pieces or a trailer or something. It didn't really look too good, but um, I would have to go back and check for sure. But I don't remember it looking the greatest. But I'm definitely going in a different direction than they did, and it's, like I said, based off an urban legend. So I can share that poster. I know Protagonist, you've seen it,
Yeah, you should show it off for sure.
but I'm gonna have to dig that one up. I'm on a different computer, so I have to. Why don't you, Protagonist, go ahead and talk for a second, and I'll find it.
Okay. Yeah, no, if I remember right, the poster that he made, like he did everything as far as the poster goes. Like he made the box itself, if I remember you telling me correctly. So
Yes,
yeah.
I made the box. Yeah.
Um, have you done any music so far for either film, by the way, the upcoming Halloween? Because I know you made your music for your 2010 award-winning Halloween short film, and it was really good too. Um, are you going to use that same music for your upcoming Halloween project, or are you going to make a new song?
You talk my Halloween project you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Are you going to use the same song that you used in the award-winning 2010 film, or are you going to use a different song?
I'm gonna use well, it's obviously gonna be the same theme, the Halloween theme, but it's a different version
Okay.
of the
Hell
theme.
yeah. So you're
It's
gonna you're gonna update it basically. Okay, okay. Yeah.
yes, which that was already created. Well, it's technically not finished, but it's it's finished enough to where you get an idea of how it's going to sound.
Oh, I look forward to it. I love music.
Yeah, I tried to kind of I wouldn't say it's similar to H2O theme. But I would say it's more on the orchestral side, kind of like H2O is.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it has things in it that I guess you could kind of consider similar to H2O, but I wouldn't say it sounds like it.
So back to the Devil's Box, or I should say Toy Box or Box, either one. Is this like a Hellraiser, where if you open the puzzle, it spawns whatever those things are, and they torture you or something? Is that what this urban legend is based off of, or is it like what's the urban legend basically that
Uh,
you're using an adaptation of,
it's
making an
actually
adaptation? Yeah.
it's interesting you say you bring up Hellraiser because the Devil's Box was actually well, Hellraiser was inspired by the Devil's Toy Box.
I figured it was because when I saw the box and the title, I'm like, this seems a lot like Hellraiser, right? But
But
okay.
the story is nothing like it. It was just inspired by it. But the Hellraiser story is, well, I guess I don't know. In a way, I guess you can kind of consider it like, because they say that the Devil's Toy Box is supposed to be something that opens up a portal to you know a hell. So I guess in a way Hellraiser does that. So it's but if you know like the actual story, that's not like how it's viewed as the way they portrayed it in Hellraiser.
Okay.
So, and actually it goes even deeper in that because um the urban legend goes deeper because in there's actually a urban legend that's still connected to the Devil's Toy Box, that they built a life size Devil's or toy box. So and then they put it into like a carnival or something. And this urban legend is actually so like well known in I believe it's Louisiana, I want to say, but I'm not sure, that people actually believe it's a true story.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And apparently people would go into this shack that they built in the carnival. It was like I guess an attraction. It was supposed to be something scary. And well, what it is it's mirrors all around. You have the ceiling's a mirror, the floor's a mirror, the sides are the mirror. And I guess how the urban legend goes is that people that went in this shack that had all these mirrors, they came out like messed up. Like someone came out, and I think one person was like ended up in a coma. I think another person came out and like was just not himself. And a lot of crazy rumors. I think they said one person went in there and had a heart attack. So, and all it is
Hmm.
mirrors. So, whatever you know scared the person to have a heart attack, who knows? But rumor has it, or the urban legend has it, that it opens up a portal to hell, I guess, or some kind of other side that lets in something bad.
Okay. So I kind of have an idea of what your movie's going to be like then. Okay. Yeah. Without spoiling it. Yes.
Yep.
So when is that one going to be done? Are you planning to get that one done this year as well, or?
Well, the thing is, I'm trying to decide which one I'm doing first. I have so many ideas and plans that I just don't know which one I'm doing first yet.
Okay. I would prefer that you get the Halloween done. I'm biased, I'm a big Halloween fan. So
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'll be doing things in between um, now and when the Halloween is going to start, and that won't be till October. So it's not going to be the first thing because I have to wait till October.
Esperia.
But why am I having trouble finding this box photo? I I know I posted it somewhere because I'm not on my original computer. So
Okay.
oh, you know what? I think I know where it is. I think I know where to find it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know which, like I said, I don't know which one I'm doing first.
Well, I do hope the Halloween one is finished and released around Halloween time, so it gives me something cool to watch for Halloween, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, oh yeah, okay. I know where to find it.
Yeah, speaking of short films, I think I sent you a trailer to the Michael Myers being hunted down by Batman film that's coming out this year. The short film, anyway. Do you remember
Oh yeah,
that?
yeah, I do remember
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna hopefully be out around Halloween as well. If I remember right, that was titled Halloween Nights or something like that with a K instead of Nights. It's Nights with a K, you know, because Gotham Knights, you know, but Dark
Yep.
Knight, right? Yeah, the idea of Batman coming to Haddonfield to um, track down Michael, or Michael coming to I don't know exactly Gotham. Yeah, he's going to Gotham and he's on a tear, you know, and I guess Batman has to hunt him down. Supposed to be a really serious and dark film too, so who knows? Could be pretty good.
That's what's interesting about fan films. I mean, they can do stuff that Hollywood would never do, like put Batman in with Michael Myers. I mean,
Yep,
they're never going to do that. So when you see a fan film do it, it's kind of cool.
exactly. Now I'm not one to like versus films, you know, like uh uh the idea of Michael being pitted up against like Freddy or Jason or something like that, I'd roll my eyes and go, "Oh God," you know,
Yeah.
like here we go, we have a Freddy versus Jason movie. It's gonna be absolutely trash, and it's gonna just hurt the franchise if anything, you know. But um, the idea of Batman having to track down Michael because Michael's, you know, doing his usual shenanigans, you know, killing people on Halloween night, right? It's
I'm
kind of
gonna
an
go.
interesting idea, but anyway, what?
I'm gonna go ahead and I found it, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop it up on the screen. The um, Devil's Box, that another film project that I plan on working on. Here's the poster for it that I created.
Hell yeah.
So that box that you see on the poster, that's I built that, and what I had to do was I soaked the hinges and stuff. I can't remember what it was. I soaked it in something that made it rust really fast.
That's cool.
So yeah, I had to do that to get the rust look on the hinges and stuff. And then what I did was I stained, I think, parts of the side and left some of the sides just the way it was. And then you can't see the inside, but the inside is mirrors, just like I was talking about how you have to have the mirrors on, the bottom, the sides and top. That's basically what the Devil's Toy Box is a box with mirrors surrounding the whole thing.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my poster.
Looks really good.
But yeah, I guess maybe we should go ahead and start Trick or Treat. What do you think, protagonist?
Sure. Yeah. I gotta pull it up on my browser too.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to send the link to anyone that doesn't know where to go. So go ahead and send a link. Let me get a timer ready too, because I'm gonna have that also on the screen. So
part short film. Okay.
okay, so whoops. So I sent the link in the comments. I can't see if it works. I can't tell if it works because it won't let me like click on it.
You just left click and drag all the way, you know, just copy paste it at that point. Yeah.
It should work. Okay, I see. Yeah, it works.
Okay, good. Good.
So if you guys want to go ahead, get it ready, have it on pause. I'm going to set it, bring a timer up on the screen, set at 14 minutes and 10 seconds. And we'll all try and start this at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and get it set up on my end. I got a laptop I'm going to set it up on.
Yep, I got set up too.
You ready on your end, protagonist?
Yep.
And I'm not sure if anyone in the comments are ready or not, but if you can go ahead and let us know if you're ready, then we'll start. So like I said, it's 14 minutes and 10 seconds for Trick or Treat 1. And then we'll stop and talk about it after. And then once we talk about it, we'll start Trick or Treat 2 and then talk about that one after. So again, if you guys want to get Trick or Treat short horror film ready on your screen, I sent the link in the comments. Have it on pause. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll start the timer and we can start.
We'll probably like start in a minute or so. Yeah. Is my thing working? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Doesn't look like anyone's let me know if they're ready or not.
We'll probably start in like a minute or two, you know. And they can just jump into the movie at the time or something, you know, if they're
So here's the timer. Do you see the timer, protagonist?
Yep.
Okay, great. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going
Okay.
to go ahead and start the timer.
As soon as I see the timer go, I'll start the video.
I'm gonna let me do a countdown before the timer. So I'll go in 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I have a big question, Hootie.
Yeah,
Yeah, did it look like the the skull was dripping either water or blood at the end of that?
the skull.
Yeah, the mask, you know? It looked
I
like
didn't.
a tear came from it or like something came out of the mouth. I don't know, man.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Okay.
It came out of the mouth.
Yeah, like it was near the end of the film.
Trying to look at it again.
Yeah, at like 12 minutes and it's right after it's 12 minutes and like 27 seconds. He asked him, "Do you know any tricks?" And you see the guy, the costume guy. I don't know what the fuck his name is, but the villain. He like looks up and you can see something drip out of his mask.
I do not notice that, and I don't see it on
Yeah.
my end.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
How
hang
do you
on, let
not
me
see
get.
it? Hold on. I'll find the exact time. Like I don't know what resolution you're playing it at, but it's 12 minutes and 31 seconds. You can see like on the bottom left of it, the teeth there, like the way that he's leaning, something like drips out of his mask right at the end of it.
Maybe I don't. What are you watching it on? Like a TV screen or
A monitor. Like I'm
a
only
monitor?
on 720. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. Yeah, but I don't. It reminds me of the Jester quite a bit.
Yeah,
That the Jester did similar stuff. Yeah. Is that what the Jester's based on, by the way?
The Jester, the short film. No, they're two separate short films.
Oh,
Yeah, but yeah, I got confused at first when the full length movie came out of the Jester because I thought it was this, and I was disappointed that it wasn't. But I didn't because I didn't care for the Jester. But yeah, this I
so this.
remember seeing. Yeah, they're both short horror films that are yeah, they're not inspired by each other.
Oh,
Well, I mean, unless they secretly are, I guess. Who knows what the makers, what their thoughts are.
yeah. No, I mean, so
Uh,
this villain just comes out on Halloween and does trick or treat, and if he has to do a trick, he kills somebody.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think. Well, I think the thing is if you choose treat, then he lets you live. If you choose trick, then you die. And in their situation, they ran out of candy. Remember?
Yeah. But at the end of it, like the guy gave him a bunch of candy and then he said, "Do you know any tricks?" And the villain looks up like, "Yeah, I'm about to show you one and then kill you," like
Yeah. So he
yeah.
pretty much already chose trick.
Oh,
Well,
oh my
he
god.
chose both, didn't he? Because he gave him candy and then
Yeah. I suppose it was interesting. The villain
yeah.
did a good job of they did great camera work too. The whole uh using his hands and then like he made a popping or like a pushing kind of gesture with his hands and the popcorn pops and then he completely disappears. That was pretty cool. Um,
Yeah, it makes you wonder if he did that or it just was, coincidence it happened at the exact time.
exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. I think the whole idea of this guy in this costume, he doesn't talk, doesn't say anything, which we all know very well that those are usually creepy villains because I mean, look at Jason and Michael don't talk.
Hmm.
But I like the idea that he does the whole choice thing, and I think it was pretty creative the way they came up with this idea.
Yeah, it's actually it's pretty unique. The reason why I was thinking it was that the Jester either is inspired by it or vice versa is because in the Jester he would do a lot of, you know, like hand gestures, right? And um I think if even the first death in the movie, you see a guy get hung with a cord or like a rope, right? And
Yeah.
the Jester and this guy do the same exact thing, you know, with the trick, you know, and everything. It was so that's the only reason why I thought that they were inspired by each other. You have a comment, by the way. Yeah.
Yo, hey, Sippin' Ice, how's it going? Good to see you here. Did you get a chance to watch Trick or Treat, the short horror film, or
They were the actors were actually pretty convincing with their anger and everything because anybody like kicks their foot, you know, into my door when I'm shutting it, you know, yeah, no, there's gonna be an issue. Yeah.
yeah? I mean,
Especially on
uh,
Halloween night, you know, if I'm out of candy, I'm out of candy. Don't put your, you know, your foot in the doorway, you know. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean there's a behind the scenes too that you can watch, which is pretty interesting. I watched that. I remember they show how you do they did the slit throat effect and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, for low budget, it
Yeah,
actually looked pretty good, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sipping Ice, we're doing pretty good. It's we're how, here with Protagonist. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Protagonist. Are you familiar with Sipping Ice, Protagonist?
I am not. Is he
No.
a fellow YouTuber? Yeah.
Yeah, go check out his stuff. He's
Let
he's
me look
great.
him up. Okay.
But yeah, we're just Sipping Ice. We're just here. We talked a little bit about some horror movies that are coming out in the beginning, and then we went and watched Trick or Treat. It's a short horror film, which my link is in the comments. I don't know if you see that, but so yeah, you definitely, whenever you got the time, go check it out. It's they have a part 1 and 2. We're gonna watch part 2 also. So what was your favorite part?
Favorite part? I would have to say the whole like the hand gesturing thing with the popping and him disappearing like you said is it coincidental or did he do that? You know, did he cause that popping of the popcorn at that exact moment, you know? But that
Yeah,
was my favorite part. It's little stuff like that that can make or break a short film, you know. And they pulled it off. They pulled
yeah,
it
that
off. It was
it was
pretty
it
good.
was it was interesting. And then Sippin' Ice says, "Will you be checking out that Founders Day movie?" I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Founders Day.
Founders Day. I'm gonna look it
Let me
up
look it up.
because I've never heard of that one.
I haven't heard of it either. Let me. Looks like a bunch of people wearing masks. Founding fathers wearing masks. Founding father masks. Okay.
Oh, did that released today? I mean,
Yep.
I'm seeing on Google here that it says it released today.
Same. Yeah.
So in theaters, I'm guessing it's in theaters, or
Looks like it just came out in theaters. Yeah.
wow, I've never even heard that one. I got to
Yeah.
watch the trailer for that. Uh,
Collider article titled "Where to Watch Founders Day: A Slasher All About Murder in America." Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you heard anything about it, Sipping Ice? Have you heard good things about it? Yeah, I never heard of that one.
Hmm.
Says it's another Thanksgiving Scream type. Huh.
Yeah, no, I hadn't
Well,
heard about this movie. This is the first time I've heard about it. It's actually at my theater too, so that's interesting. Oh,
well, definitely has my interest.
okay. So you ready to start part two?
Yeah, let's start
Oh,
part two.
actually, I
Yeah.
didn't ask you. What was your favorite part then? I told you what my favorite part of part one was.
I guess I'd have to say I kind of liked when the guy he was doing it to the I don't know if that's her boyfriend or I kind of laughed.
Fiance.
I kind of
Yeah.
laughed because he was the way he acted that part. They both did good acting, but by the way, but I was kind of laughing because he's like can tell he's irritated, so he's just trying to get him out of there. So he's like, kind of like, yeah, that's cool, yeah, you know,
Mm.
he's
I
trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, no, another good
But
part was when the villain like stabbed down on the fiance and then like the wine spills everywhere and you think, "Oh my God, that was like a cheap blood effect, right?" And it turns out it's just wine on the ground. Like the timing and the editing of it was really good, you know?
yeah, yeah, I mean, and then the quality. I mean, I wonder what camera they used. I feel like I know what camera they used, but I forgot.
It was pretty good, whatever it was, yeah.
I don't know. I watched so many short films. Who knows? But for some reason, they might have. I wonder if they used the one I have.
It looks expensive, whatever it is, yeah. Cuz like it feels like a real movie. It doesn't feel like, a cheap movie or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Seems like they have nice equipment, nice camera, probably a good crew. Well, I mean, I watched behind the scenes, so if I remember correctly, it was a decent crew. But I just can't remember what camera they used. I want
Mhm.
to. I don't know if they have any other films that I checked out, and maybe I seen that one of their other films they used my camera, or it was this one. I don't know, but it's possible they used my camera. But yeah, we can go ahead and start part two.
Oh, you gotta sign in to YouTube to actually watch part two. Wow.
Do you
Okay, let me
really?
yeah, it's age restricted, so give me a moment.
Well, that's weird. I did not know that.
Must be pretty violent.
Yeah. So what? Let me find out. This one I think is what 22 minutes.
Yeah, it's about 22 minutes and 48 seconds, yeah.
So I'll set the timer.
Yeah, you should put the link also in the chat too for people.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just had to get ready on my laptop.
Mhm.
I love short horror films, though. I think, like I said, I think they oftentimes can do better than Hollywood films.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go grab the link, copy, and I don't think this one connects. I don't think it connects, but it might connect with the first one. But either way, it doesn't matter if you guys haven't seen the first. It doesn't like connect in a way where you're going to be confused. So if you guys want to, join in, if you haven't watched part 1, you could go ahead and join in and watch part 2 with us. That's perfectly fine. Looks like Sippin' Ice is asking, have you all seen The Other Side of the Box horror short?
I've
No,
not. No.
but I'll definitely check it out.
It's got 13 million views.
Which one?
The one that he's talking about.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Could be pretty good.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
That's a lot of views for a horror short film. Damn.
So I sent the link to Trick or Treat 2. Like I said, if you haven't seen 1, you could still watch with us. It's part 2 is you're not going to be confused. So it's perfectly fine.
It is age restricted though for those of you, so you have to sign in, make sure to be able to watch it. Yeah.
So I have the timer set. I'm going to pop it up on the screen. Okay, so there's the timer. So if you guys want to get this short film ready, go ahead and I'll give you a few seconds to pop it up on your screen before I start the timer.
Now I'm not one for versus movies, but I would not mind watching Art the Clown fight this guy. Okay.
Right.
Yes, I'm pretty sure Art would win, but still, I would love to watch. Yep.
That's something I've never seen is like a fan film coming together and doing a versus like that.
Neither of them talk, and they're
Yeah.
both very diabolical and evil. Just yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna count down myself to 5 before I start the timer.
Sounds good.
So if you guys got the short film Trick or Treat 2 ready, then we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
film over then.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of more profanity in this one than the first part, so I could see why they age restricted it.
Yeah, I think I watched the behind the scenes for this one too, and I think they talked about you know, wanting to up the as far as it goes, they wanted more of that, I guess.
They wanted more profanity. Yeah. Okay. Well, they definitely increased it. It was pretty much every other line there was an F bomb. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. By the way, I never wanted
Oh, as far as the
every
swear,
character. Huh?
you're talking about the swearing.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
Oh, yeah, I'm talking
I
about the
yeah.
gore, but
Oh yeah, and the gore and the swearing, both were upped. That was the first time I think I rooted for everyone to die. Except I also feel like the villain didn't keep to his code of, the trick or treat choice. Like he just killed a bunch of innocent people at the end of that one. But
yeah, I don't know why he didn't stay to his code.
hmm, interesting.
Yeah, and also what I didn't understand, I guess, was why he let her live.
Yeah, I mean if he sticks to a code, then he let her live because of it, but he also killed innocent people who didn't have a chance to choose. So it's a little confusing. But
Yeah,
having
because
said that, he's a good villain.
I thought, like I said, I thought the whole concept was, from what it seemed from the first one, was you choose um, trick or treat, and if you choose treat, you live. But if you choose, um, the trick, you die. But this one, it made it look like it wasn't that concept. So maybe it's not. I don't know. But at the end, he gave the girl a piece of candy, which was, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. I guess I don't know why. And then let her live. Like,
Yeah. No, and like I said, that was one of the first time I think I've seen any horror film where I wanted everybody to die. You know, I was just like, none of these people are likable.
yeah. And I mean, that rabbit was so fake looking, though. You could tell it was CGI.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You think they could have gotten a real rabbit? I mean, you can put a rabbit in a harness. So, what I probably would have tried to do was, maybe if you had a pet rabbit, you had it in a harness on a leash, you could easily like get rid of the leash and the harness, in the editing process. I don't know. You could probably do a real rabbit, maybe. I mean, it depends, I guess. I've never done it, so who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know how well the rabbit would cooperate, if it would run in the right direction or or what. But yeah, I mean that's would you think protagonist about the second one?
Um, better than the first only because like it made me hate every character. Uh, and I rooted for them to die. Every one of even just like there was nothing redeemable about any of them. You had a nagging girlfriend, you had the pushover boyfriend, you had the bro friend who was teabagging a hat to make a point. Like that was just over the top. Yeah. Yeah, I rooted for everybody to die. Uh, that so when they all died, I wasn't exactly like, oh, that's such a horror ending. A horror ending would have been all of them living, I feel like. But
Well, except the girl lived.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, yeah.
But
You're right.
as far as like, would you like the first or second one better?
No, the second one. The first one was too short compared to the second one as far as like development and everything like that, character development. Um, I rooted for the couple to survive in the first one, and um, I got to know the characters enough in the second one to be like, yeah, just kill them. Yep. So yeah, that kind of character development allows me to develop sympathy or be like, please kill them off, you know? But
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I'd probably yeah, I'd like the second one probably. I like them both better in their different ways, I think.
I will say I've been to a few parties in my day, and none of them were as weird as that one. Um, yeah, I've never seen a dude like be like, bro, and like way over the top like that and everything. That could be a lower 48 thing for all I know, but I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's just a little, I guess it was a small party.
yeah.
But
And she was so disrespectful to him at his party. Like, I get it. You don't like him. You don't like that your boyfriend, uh, is friends with him, but you're going to his place. Like, he's being hospitable, and she was just like completely disrespectful from the beginning and everything. And I don't know. I definitely rooted for her to die, but the fact that she survived was a bit disappointing.
yeah. So we got a few comments. We got Caslin Industries says that was definitely a fun ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was. I'm glad he liked it. And Sip and I said it was a good watch.
Hmm.
And Megan says, "Are they making a third?" I don't know. I'm not sure. I would like to see a third. I'd actually would like to see a full length movie. That would be nice.
I will say the one thing that I disliked about the second film that I liked about the first film, if that makes sense. The first film actually like had a lot of magic tricks in it. Like, he was doing magic tricks and showing off and everything. He didn't really get a chance to do that in the second film other than the pencil, which I don't really consider that a trick. I consider that just being kind of a prick. Like, you stab the guy in the head with a pencil. Like, that's not really a trick in my eyes, but um yeah, no, in the first one he's doing the what's it called? The rope coming from the hat, he's doing the handkerchief disappearing, he's doing the card trick, getting the queen of, I think it was spades, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like he was doing a lot of the tricks in the first film, and then the second one it was just a pencil trick. That was it, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless
You
you
would think there would be
consider
a few more tricks, for a longer film, right? Yeah.
I mean, you consider the rabbit thing a trick. I don't know.
I suppose, yeah, but I mean, like, he has like a general formula, like he does trick or treat with his hands, and if you choose trick, like he'll actually do a legitimate trick before he kills you.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
that's what I'm saying. It seems like they kind of went away from that in the second. Like,
Yeah, so I guess that would be another complaint, the fact that the chick survived. I hated that. And then they went away from the formula of the first one that actually seemed like it was really good. You know, him doing tricks before he massacred people. But
and it would have been kind of nice, I guess, to see maybe where he does the trick or treat, and then somebody actually did have a treat available, and then he let them live.
yeah, yeah. I guess that's why he let her live at the end. But then again, like if he has the code and he adheres to it, still strayed away from it, like, and killed a bunch of innocent people, like the friends of the guy he killed, and it's not like they had a chance to pick trick or treat, you know? But
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
hard to tell, is there really a code for this guy or I don't know.
uh, Sipping Ice says, "Nice chatting with you. I gotta roll out. Take it easy." Yeah, thanks for joining us, Sipping Ice. It was nice to see you. And
Yep. Thank you for
make,
joining. Yep.
yeah, and yeah, Protagonist, you'll have to check his stuff out, and go ahead, go subscribe or something. He's got some good stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah, nice to see you, Sipping Ice. Have a good night. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be my only complaint too, is that they go away from the formula, and it seemed like they almost like part two maybe was just made to just for the fact that they wanted a part two, and they didn't focus so much on formula, or you know what I mean.
It was almost like it was a completely different writer involved this time. Um, Same concept. They were like, we have to have the guy do a magic trick, trick or treat. He either gets a treat or he kills doing a trick, and you just had somebody come along and they had no idea what the original writer was intending, and everything. So they tried to duplicate it, and they strayed away from so much that was they strayed away from the good stuff. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but
Yeah, but yeah, all in all, it was a good watch, and
hmm
from me making, interested in making films and stuff, I understand how it's not easy. Is A lot of people, I think, that watch films don't really understand that how much work, and it's not very easy. So
for sure, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, I'd be one of the last people to make my own film.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, it's not just the fact that it's not easy as far as the work that goes into it, but it's also the fact that you run into problems all the time. Like, as far as, it's not easy to find people all the time. It's not, and
hmm
when you do find people, it's not easy to schedule, have your schedule align with theirs and stuff like that. So it's not easy. It's complicated. And then you know the work that goes into it when you're making it. It's like, if you're trying to be professional, you got lights to set up. You got to set up the camera, which the lenses, what lenses you want to use, you know, and so it's
Yeah,
it's
no, there's a lot of work. It's incredibly complex. I'm definitely assuming they have multiple cameras set up everywhere, and the lighting little trick that the villain did at the end before he massacred everybody, that was pretty cool too. The lights flickering, right? Or I guess they were more pulsating, I guess. Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Yeah. No, I mean stuff like that is probably incredibly difficult to pull off.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's hard. It is easier when you have like help with people making stuff. I do a lot of stuff on my own, which is a lot of work. But if I get help, it's great to have the help.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, I also love to do a lot of stuff on my own too, though. So I mean, that's part of the reason why I do a lot of it on my own. As far as I make the music and do the editing and stuff like that. So I mean,
Yeah, no, the sound, especially for this film, for as long as it was, there wasn't one moment where I was like, "Wait, what did they say?" You know? Like, everything was picked up beautifully and easy to understand, you know?
Yeah.
And 23 minutes is like an eternity, I imagine, when you're shooting a film and everything and editing and you're worrying like, "Oh god, I have to reshoot that scene because it was, like, kinda muffled," you know? You didn't really hear what so and so said, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it's important, I think, to when you film, when you're in the middle of filming, to look and check on your work and make sure everything's good before you go home for the day, because you'll run into issues like, let's say something came out blurry or something, and that's why it's important you check. And if it did, you could refilm that scene, versus if you don't check, you go home, all the actors go home, and you might not get your actors to come back. So
Mhm.
it's I mean, when I did my reenactment, I know I did several takes, tons and tons of takes. And I also did takes from different angles, and there's some angles you didn't even see in there because I didn't choose to go with them. So that's why it's good to shoot from different angles if you're not using, more than one camera. In my instance, I'm using one camera. So you have to shoot from, different angles, and then when you go in editing, you got to choose which angles you want.
Yeah.
So,
And I
but yeah.
imagine, 23 minutes of footage, that's like an eternity when it comes to editing. It must have been probably an hour of footage, realistically, that got cut down to 23, 24 minutes, you know?
Oh yeah, yep, a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder how much didn't make it into that film, like, for real. Like, and I wonder if it was bad footage or if, this was just more of a pace thing, to keep the film constantly going rather than slow in some moments, right? Um, I wonder if there was some other douchebag moments from that one guy, the guy that was teabagging the hat, you know? I wonder if he had more screen time of being a jerk, or yeah, for a lack of a better word anyway. But
Well, I do remember watching the behind the scenes for part 2 that we just watched, and I remember them saying that, the guy who got killed with the pencil inside the barn,
yeah,
he was actually originally supposed to get killed outside, but they said something like it started raining or something, I think. So,
huh, okay,
yeah. So yeah, that's what they that's I think so I think even the rabbit thing was a last minute thing. So I guess
gotcha.
I can't get on them too much about the rabbit CGI looking fake, because I believe it was a last minute decision. So
Let's see. So that's why they had to go into the shack. They had to use a rabbit scene to trick the guy to going into the shack because of the rain, and that's why he died there. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
I was gonna say maybe they just postponed the shooting or the recording anyway, for until the rain stops or whatever. Because it seemed weird that he got dragged to the shed just to die. Like the trick or treat guy doesn't strike me as somebody that's like afraid of somebody dying out in the public. Because he kind of did that to the fiance, the dude in the first film. He killed him like right in front of it. Like anybody could have seen it on the streets. Anybody could have seen it. Yeah.
yeah. That, and I don't know why they chose not to stay out in the rain. Maybe they didn't have the right equipment to cover their camera and equipment. I don't. I mean, because they could have just let it rain and then continued filming, act like it was
Mhm.
part of the film. So I don't know why they didn't do that, unless I don't know what order they filmed in. Not everyone films in the order you watch it, so maybe it would have been a continuity issue where you'd see parts of it raining and then parts of it it's not raining.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that makes sense now, yeah. Oh god, it actually bothers me that she survived. Like, I there was nobody that was likable. I'm sorry, every character I was like, "Dude, they gotta die by the end of the film." Yeah.
Well, why don't you contact the creators and tell them, you got to make a part 3 now so you can make her die.
Yeah, I'll say, "Hey, if you're gonna make her that unbearable, where she's just the naggy girlfriend that is always upset about something, man, bro, like, I don't wanna see that survive. Like, if you're gonna kill off the pushover boyfriend, you gotta kill off the nagging girlfriend." Like, I don't know, that just seems like a law in the universe right there, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, well, they felt like they had to have a survivor, I guess.
Yeah.
I
I'd
still
have
don't
been
know.
fine with the guy that had the hat, that was, drinking. I'd have been fine with him surviving, because 'cause he'd be all confused about everything and probably just go back to drinking. Yeah. He was pretty blasted.
Yeah, true. I still I
What were
still
you gonna
don't
say, though? Yeah.
I still don't understand the candy thing though and how she was able to live just by him having the piece of candy. It's not like she had the candy.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, did she hand him a different piece of candy than what he handed her, by the way? I thought it was a different piece of candy. I could be wrong,
So
but
wait, say it again?
did the candy that she handed him, did he hand that back to her, or was it a different piece of candy?
Oh, you know what? Did she hand him a piece of candy in the beginning?
It was, when he confronted her in the yard and made her pick trick or treat, remember? And she chose
Oh,
treat, and she handed him a piece of candy from the bowl. And yeah,
so
um,
that's why he let her live.
yeah, yeah, she picked treat. She was like the only one that has done it so far, and but I mean, if we're still making a point here, like if he adheres to a code and everything, like he definitely broke it by killing all those innocent people at the party, like because he's supposed to force his victims to pick trick or treat. But yeah,
Well, it
wait,
looks like
Daniel says something. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he said, I know there was a deleted scene of a kid that he killed as an open and kill scene and a saw and a half box, but got cut for being too graphic.
Wow, what a shame. That actually would have
Huh.
been a scene to keep. Huh. Yeah, no, I mean like Uh, shit. I saw a Michael Myers short film where Michael killed a kid, like killed him by cutting him in half. Okay, like
Yeah.
yeah, and I was just like, okay, yeah, it was pretty graphic. It was a very successful short film too. Like I can't remember what the title of the Halloween short film it was, but yeah, Michael didn't have limits.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, we've seen pretty graphic stuff in movies. I don't understand how maybe did they choose themselves it was too graphic or I mean, did YouTube just not allow it on or what? I
Well,
guess.
YouTube would allow it. This probably was a decision made by the director because, like I said, I've seen a YouTube short film of Michael Myers killing a kid. And it has millions of views, if not like hundreds of thousands. Uh, and the fact that that can happen means YouTube didn't really have a restriction on it. I this what Caslin is saying here, or what Daniel said anyway. That sounds like an executive decision. Whoever wrote it and everything probably got rid of it because they didn't want the blowback, and the criticism.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
The
Caslin said, "No, I would have thought they got rid of that because YouTube would have never allowed a kid being graphically cut in half in a box." You would be surprised. I mean, like, it's entertainment one, it's a horror short film and it's also age restricted, so I don't see them actually having an issue with it if it was age restricted and it's obviously a horror entertainment film. So anything, the gloves come off at that point, like anything can happen, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure in that movie Michael killed the kid by snapping his neck, so not that graphic. No, 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 no. It was a short film, a fan film. I don't remember exactly what it was called. What you're describing is Halloween 2018, where he kills the kid in the truck, right? Because that was different than what I'm talking about. The short film that I'm talking about, Michael chased the kid through a cornfield, um, and ended up cutting him in half. And like, yeah, I was like, holy hell! Like for a horror YouTube short film, like a fan film, that was pretty graphic, and it made me realize like YouTube really doesn't have restrictions on that stuff. They just make you make uh the film age restricted because it's super violent, and it's gory.
Yeah, I mean, that's why well, because they have settings when you post a video too, if it's not for kids or
Exactly. Yeah.
I know that, but yeah, I mean, who knows what their rules are on.
Yeah, it has to fall within entertainment. Like, it's a horror short film, or a fan film. So if it falls within that parameter, I think they're okay with it. But I don't. What do you mean? It's horror. What do you mean?
Yeah, Megan says you
What?
guys are well, I'm not
It's
actually.
horror. Like,
I'm
it's true horror to see something like that. Like, seeing a kid survive, like, you're allowing a trope to continue that a kid is going to make. It's like the dog that always makes it. Like, no, I don't want to see a dog killed in a film, but I mean, like, they didn't continue that same trope with Michael Myers. Michael killed that. Was it a German Shepherd in the first film, or was the second film? I can't remember. He strangled the dog, right?
Yeah, it's not like I want to see a kid killed either or nothing. I'm just trying to understand, I guess, why they left it out. Um, but whether it was
Hmm.
the makers or decision or YouTube just didn't allow it, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, sometimes things are, yeah, a little on top and hard to watch, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, Megan, but like the movie that your avatar is based on, the kid gets attacked, and like not only that, a child dies to the doll that you like, like the kid that was bullying, like the doll killed the kid, if I remember right. I think I've seen parts of Megan where that happened. Like, not only that, the kid's ear got stretched so hard, to where it ripped off or something. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen Megan, but have you seen Megan, Hootie?
yes,
It
I
was
can't.
really violent towards children, like, so I don't know what Megan's talking about here, in all fairness, but
I can't remember a whole lot of it, so I don't really remember.
gotcha. Yeah.
But but I do remember I did like Megan. It was good. I want to see. They are coming with part two, I believe.
Yeah, see, even Caslin. Yeah, yeah. And like if you think about the movies like It, uh lot of graphic violence toward children too, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that's my thing. I'm just saying, like, this guy seems to have a code, but they cut the scene for some reason, and I don't understand. Like, he just massacred, what, 20 people? Like, just went on a fucking serial killing spree at the end there, you know? And to me, that's more violent than sawing a kid in half, okay?
Yeah, well, do we know if the rabbit survived?
Yeah, no animals were hurt during this film. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, but yeah, speaking of Megan though, are they making a part 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Some more children will be hurt in that film as well. Yes. But Megan, I'm very, very happy for you that you get to see children get violence against them, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
I think
Daniel,
Daniel's got a good point. Yeah, he's
maybe
got a good point.
because maybe because of the 20 plus kills that were already in the movie just made that creators think, nah, I think 20 is enough.
He's got a good point. Yeah.
I think they
And
did talking behind the scenes that they wanted more killing in this one because
also,
they felt they
oh,
had to for it being a part 2.
yeah. And I guess for relevance, like what did the kid have to do anything with the story as well? Like this is an adult party that everybody's at, you know? So,
Yeah, that is
yeah,
kind of odd. Where would the kid come in? I guess I don't
exactly.
understand.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't really fit, so I can see why it would be cut. Yeah. Pun intended, by the way.
uh So, looks like Daniel Kahn says, "Are they making a third one?" Megan asked that question earlier, and I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything. I think I tried looking it up and I didn't find anything. So
Have you seen the teaser for Terrifier 3 yet?
Terrifier 3? No, I haven't.
You should watch it real quick, and I'll talk with your audience real quick for those who have seen it, I guess. Um, yeah, if that's like a rule for you, you may not want to see Terrifier 3 because I'm pretty sure Art the Clown is going to kill a kid at the beginning of the film. Very sure of it. Yes.
Yeah, I personally wasn't a huge fan of Terrifier, but it definitely was something different. When I watched the first one, it was different. So I mean, I stuck with it and watched it, and it was kind of crazy because the whole fact that he like sit and like tortures or kills people, and then he's like laughing, like was kind of creepy.
He's a demon. Yes. He
But
is a yes.
part 2, I don't think I even finished. It was really really graphic, and I mean, I've watched some pretty graphic stuff. I mean, I've seen Saw obviously and stuff like that, Hostel. But I don't know, there's something about, Terrifier that's like he, like, tortures them when they're, like, already dead.
Yes, it's kind of hard to watch, and that was actually one of my criticisms when I reviewed the film was it it doesn't need to go that hard, you know? Like it's a little disgusting actually. Like it's like okay, what purpose does this serve? Like, you know, usually things serve a purpose, right? Violence, profanity, whatever, right? Usually there's some kind of reason involved, right? But good lord, dude. Like Terrifier 2 was making people puke at theaters, apparently, from what I read, and I believe it because, like, I mean, I tend to have an iron stomach. I get a little squeamish on some things I see, but man, there were some uncomfortable parts in Terrifier 2 that where I was like, okay, okay, is it almost over? Like, holy hell, this is dragging on, like this is disgusting. Like, yeah, but
Looks like Caslin Industries says, I think the kid was supposed to be the opening kill of another family that wronged him, and then he left and started walking towards the main house of the film.
oh yeah,
Uh,
Kaslin's talking about is he talking about
He's talking about
Trick or Treat?
trick or treat, yeah.
Okay, okay.
When we were talking about the kid, like, because we were talking about how does where does the kid fit into?
Okay, that makes sense now, yeah.
Yeah, but then
Well,
Daniel goes to talk about Terrifier again.
yeah, no spoilers, yeah. If it's gonna end up bad, I wanna be shocked that it's bad, but I hope it's not, man. Like, I like Damien Leone, like, if it wasn't for all this graphic violence in his movies, I would think that, Art the Clown is actually a legit, um, iconic villain at this point, but there's something about the violence in his films. It's too much, man. Like it's just too
Well,
much. Like dial it back.
it's supposed to take place like Christmas, ain't it?
Yes, yes. So if you haven't seen the Terrifier 3 teaser, I'm quite sure Art the Clown is gonna kill that kid in that teaser. Okay. So and unless he's gonna pull a fast one on us, and it's all some marketing stunt to get people talking about the film, any publicity is good for him at that point. It's free word of mouth. It's going to cause controversy, and what young teenagers who are old enough to go to a rated R movie, they're going to go see that movie because it's controversial. Like it makes sense that wouldn't actually happen in the film. Art wouldn't kill a kid, right? That it's all designed for us to talk about it and everything. And yeah, if that makes sense, like a marketing stunt. Does that make sense, Hoodie? What I'm trying to convey? Or
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying.
okay,
It's something to spark people's attention to be like, because people see that they might want to know like what really happens, and then it'll maybe get them to watch it. And
exactly. Yeah, no, I mean, and then you watch it, and there's never a scene in there where Art is dressed up like Santa and intending to kill a kid. Like never happens, right? Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for because I don't want to see Art kill a kid. That's the I'm not really. I don't want to see it, but I'm not gonna like cancel the director over it if he does go that route. I'm gonna just say, well, that was definitely unnecessary. All right.
yeah, I guess Daniel Kahn says, "What are your thoughts on the Mickey Mouse horror movie that's apparently connected to Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?" Oh gosh. Oh, I haven't even watched Winnie the Pooh. I really haven't had an interest. Mickey Mouse, wow. Like,
They're making a horror movie out of Mickey Mouse. Oh my god.
yeah. I,
Oh, I guess nothing is off limits. I mean, there's supposed to be a horror Bambi movie too, right?
you know what?
You knew
After
about that, right? Yeah.
Well, I did hear after they made Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey that they were going to try and make more related to those Disney characters or whatever, or
Gotcha. Yeah.
so
Wait, the Mickey Mouse horror movie trailer is out? Hold on. I actually have to see this. Hold on. Mickey Mouse. horror
Yeah,
trailer.
we can watch it real quick and
I will absolutely watch it. Yes, I did not know that this was actually like, oh my god. He's not joking. Yep, there's an actual trailer. Okay. I'm gonna assume that it's the rapid trailer, the 722,000 view video, where Mickey is holding a knife. I'm gonna assume it's that video. Yeah.
is it Mickey's Mousetrap?
Yes, Mickey's Mousetrap. You ready to watch it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and open it up.
Megan says we can show it because trailers aren't copyright.
Go for it if you feel like it. Your situation with YouTube could be a little dicey though. You know how they're already on your ass about anything, you know? Like it's kind of weird.
I mean, I can go ahead and pop it up on there.
Okay. There's no way that this is an
There's-
actual legit thing. There's no way.
I guess we'll find out for sure. You know, I mean,
Like I thought it was silly that they were doing Winnie the Pooh and then it actually came out, but Mickey Mouse, really, bro? Like
okay. So let's see here. Pop it up on the screen, I guess.
yeah, I do recommend muting it, like what Caslin said, because of music, like he said. Yeah.
Mute it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
because of music copyright, you know, like ugh.
yeah, that's true.
Shit, YouTube, like I said, YouTube's already on your back for pretty much anything, dude. I don't know what they have like a liking towards you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think I blew up in the beginning, and then they didn't like it probably.
Yep. Not sure what it is, but man, they go after you for anything.
Okay, so
There is absolutely no way that this is legit. If this is real, no way.
hey, where'd it go? Okay, it's up here. You guys see it?
Yep.
Hang on. Okay, there we go. Wow, that's
I don't know what to tell you other than, man, they'll take Donald Duck and make him a killer if they could. All right.
probably, yeah.
My God. Well,
So
I heard Blood and Honey, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey was absolutely trash, by the way.
yeah,
So
that's
this
why
movie might be worse.
I refuse to watch Blood and Honey. It's like, no way, I'm not watching that.
I'll watch it.
Tac,
I'm just not spending a dime on it. I promise. You know.
I think Tac Mac for some reason said he kind of liked it. I don't know. I think I think he said it might have he understands that it was low budget and kind of looks strange or something. I can't remember. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't see it being good.
Oh my God, Megan, are you saying like there's gonna be crossovers and like where Bambi and Mickey are with Winnie the Pooh and Piglet killing? Oh my God.
So what's Bambi gonna be like? Is he gonna be like have rabies? It's gonna
Oh, this
be
is gonna be silly, dude.
it's gonna be Cujo, but with Bambi.
Oh my God. This is so stupid. But it, on a day that I'm really bored and I don't want to watch a horror movie or horror short film that I've already seen, I'll give this movie a watch, all right?
Yeah,
There's no way, man.
they're
Like, if
trying
that actually makes it to theaters, I will be shocked. Okay.
they're trying to
Oh,
steal the lines from Scream though. Like it's like you don't say "be right back."
oh God, dude. No.
You seen that in the trailer?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know. I mean, what else can they do with?
I feel like they're doing it just to spite people, by the way. Like, I don't know.
How are they able to get rights to this stuff though?
Because the rights go public after I think 100 years or something like that. I could be wrong, but you just have to change it up um, just to be different enough.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Caslin Industries says, "Oh, it gets better." According to Google, they just announced a Pinocchio horror too.
But they already
Oh.
made a horror Pinocchio film, like, what was it, 20 something? No, like 30 years ago or something, right? Didn't they? Hold on, let me look it up.
Was it Pinocchio or was it just a puppet?
Pinoc Yeah, Pinocchio's Revenge. It's a rated R movie. And that was 1996. Um,
Is this a remake?
yeah. I mean, yeah, no, they've absolutely done a horror Pinocchio already. That came out like when I was like 7 years old, man. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I still crack up from the trailer of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, because they show that Eeyore is dead, and I guess some information came out. They ate Eeyore, Winnie and Piglet. They ate Eeyore. Oh my god. I guess the Debbie Downey was dragging them down too hard, because Christopher had left them and they were starving in the woods, so they ate Eeyore. Oh my god.
Megan says maybe this one is just different because it connects to their horror universe and the old one doesn't.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they want to make it part of theirs. Hey, what's this rumor about since you like Megan what is there rumors about Megan versus Chucky? I mean, I don't know if the rumors are true or people are just saying that that's what they want. I don't know, but how would you feel about Megan versus Chucky, Megan?
How would you feel?
I feel
Yeah, how would you feel?
I don't know. I mean, I think they just need to well, for the fact that I'm not really happy with the direction they're going with Chucky, I really yeah, I don't know if I'd want a Chucky versus Megan because I don't like the direction they're going with Chucky. They always seem to go in the right direction and then they stop and go like in the complete shitty direction. So I don't I don't understand it. They did that with the movies. They like part 1, 2, and well, 3 is, you can argue some people thought 3 was good, some people didn't like it, but at least it's still stuck in the like horror genre. Whereas after part 3, you get into the Bride of Chucky and the Seed of Chucky, and it just becomes comical. I mean, you're having
Oh, yeah. It's definitely
dolls,
comical, yeah.
dolls are getting pregnant. Like that, how weird is that? And then
Yes.
they did the same thing with the series now. The series was more drifting and back into the horror direction. And then all of a sudden now it's starting to get comical again. I mean, you got Chucky, you know, going into a normal doctor's office, because he's aging. And the doctor acts like this is normal. Like, oh, yeah, it's normal for dolls just to walk in the doctor's office and get help. So it's, yeah, I don't.
I got you. Yeah, no, Chucky hasn't been scary to me since the first film. Even the second film, I didn't find that scary, nor the third. They were just silly in their own way. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't. So, and I liked Megan. So, I mean, to bring something I'm not happy with into something I am happy with, I don't know if I would like that. Like Megan should just maybe leave them alone and just separate. Chucky's just gonna bring Megan down. If Megan, the movie Megan's doing well, then Chucky's gonna bring the movie down.
yeah, no, to I don't think either of them should like ever collaborate or verse each other, because like that to me just diminishes the franchises, right? Uh, rather than have their own separate stories. Daniel said, I mean, you guys laugh, but apparently Winnie the Pooh 2 has a budget of $1 million, so visually it might look good. Yeah, no, I mean, hey, it might look good, but still, the first film was really like the critics were pretty brutal on it, man. Like, and I don't think it was because of the visuals and everything. I think it was because of the acting and the fact that it was really silly seeing Winnie the Pooh kill things. But or kill people anyway. But yeah, I still laugh my ass off that he ate Eeyore, man. That's fucking funny to me. Okay.
Maybe I should watch it just so I can laugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what are they doing nowadays with horror movies? Jeez.
I don't know. But hey, at least we're getting Smile 2, Terrifier 3, we're getting Abigail, we're getting Salem's Lot, we're getting uh another vampire movie Nosferatu. That's right. Yeah, I mean, we do actually have some good horror movies coming out this year. Blood and Honey 2, yeah, is also coming out this year, which could be good. I mean, you just never know. Yeah.
I guess Megan answered my question that I was asking her. She said she's heard a few things saying that Megan in the Child's Play remake, aka Robot Chucky, could be in the same universe, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so Robot, that
Robot
Chucky.
Chucky.
That Chucky, okay. I don't know, does my opinion change if we do the, reboot Chucky? I guess, yeah, it could. Um, it was an alright movie. I mean, what'd you think, Protagonist, about the remake,
About what remake?
the Child's Play remake?
I haven't had a chance to see it, so
Oh, you haven't?
no.
Oh, okay.
Um, Daniel says, well, in regards to Blood and Honey 2, would say that you shouldn't review something until you try it. Yeah, no, I got you, Daniel. I wasn't criticizing the film. There's something funny about Winnie the Pooh eating Eeyore, okay? That's why I laugh, all right? Like, I want you to imagine Winnie so hungry that he eats Eeyore, okay?
Daniel, did you like, Blood and Honey, the first one, or sounds like you might have liked the first one?
Yeah, I'm not like belittling the film. There's something funny about the thought of Winnie eating Eeyore, okay?
Well, I haven't seen it, so I couldn't say how I feel about that one.
That's not really her fault for ruining Scream 7. If anything, I would say Spyglass kind of jumped the gun and ruined it for fans.
What are you talking about?
Oh, how Melissa Barrera opened her mouth about the Israel and Palestine conflict, right? And because of it, Spyglass just like immediately kicked her off the film. They didn't even like sit down with her. They didn't try to talk to her about it. They just kicked her off the film.
Yeah, I think it was kind of messed up how they just kicked her off like that. I mean, I
If
think
you
they
looked at her comments, dude, she didn't really say something that was incredibly offensive either, you know? Like it wasn't that bad. Like I've seen worse comments out there.
I personally don't know exactly what she said. Um, but
Probably don't want to say it on stream though. I would say that.
yeah, I don't know, but I don't know. I guess if it wasn't too bad, then no, I think it was. I mean, people have their own opinions, I guess. I mean, you can't really. I mean, why are you gonna fire people for having an opinion? Unless your opinion is a threat or something, that's different.
I don't think she was defending the government of Palestine, Megan. Like if you look at her comments, like yeah, no, I won't go further than that. She definitely was not defending the Palestinian government.
Yeah, I mean that's too political to talk about. I mean,
Yep,
I don't want this
same. Yeah.
I don't want this to turn into a political thing. So, I mean,
It's depressing that Scream 7 just went out the window, though. Yeah. And who knows what it'll turn into now. But
yeah, I mean, it does suck. It does. I mean, Scream 7, I was really excited for it. I mean, Scream 6 is what started my YouTube channel. I mean, so I was excited to, start talking about Scream 7. Well, I still can, but I mean, I didn't expect to do it in this way where we're talking about how it's dying. You know, it's
yeah.
I much rather would have been, able to talk about, how excited I was for it to come out and stuff like that, but so it does suck. I mean, I wanted a conclusion to Jenna Ortega's character and Melissa Barrera's character. So, and
It
it
seems weird to just stop it there on Scream 6 for them, you know? Like,
well,
doesn't feel
yeah,
right. Yeah.
no, it wasn't. It
Mm.
wasn't finished. It's like it's like an unfinished thing. So it's almost like, yeah, I mean, they didn't. It's almost like a to be continued, and then we never see a continue.
Mhm.
So we probably won't either.
Maybe, 30, 40 years down the line. Maybe. Doubtful, but maybe, you know. Jenna's just too busy shooting Wednesday, if I remember right, the season 2 of it or something, and if that's the case, they're not bringing Melissa back, like, they won't try and bring her back or anything because
Yeah,
you
but
can't have one without the other, can you?
I find it hard to believe that Jenna Ortega left because she's busy. I think it's pretty kind of ironic that she left around the time of the firing of Melissa Barrera.
Yeah. I
I
would say you're right, yeah, yeah.
I think that there's other reasons. I think she was kind of taking her side probably, and I mean they became really good friends. They became almost like sisters. You know, working together on set, so they're pretty close.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I find it hard to believe that Jenna Ortega left because of she's busy with filming other things, but Wednesday and stuff. But now we have Melissa Barrera. She's gonna be in Abigail.
Mhm.
So
You've seen the trailer, right?
no,
It's not bad. It's a bit weird, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
yeah.
It definitely has it's going to have a lot of blood in that movie. That is for sure.
So Megan says I heard that Jenna might have left because similarly to Nev Campbell, she wasn't going to get paid what she's worth, which would make sense. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Um, I was just talking to you about this protagonist that I don't remember who it was. If it was someone in charge, I don't know if it was the CEO or of the company or what, but someone who's in charge who made the decision not to pay Nev
You're
enough
right. Yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah, the CEO, right? Of Spyglass, or was
Yeah,
it Paramount? Which one?
I can't remember, but
Okay.
whatever it was, he didn't. I heard bad things about him. Like he just doesn't care. Like he's cheap. He doesn't care. Um, I mean, he could care less if not paying them enough misses the opportunity to make another movie. So he just
Yeah.
he doesn't care, which sucks. You know.
Not to defend him, but they didn't need Nev Campbell for Stream 6. Like, it survived, and not only that, it thrived. Like, that, I'm very sure that movie made a lot of money. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it did. It still did good, surprisingly, and but I think it was pretty lucky to be honest. Because
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. Melissa Barrera didn't really become likable until the second one, so it was all Jenna Ortega. So if it wasn't for Jenna Ortega, would it have blown up as much as it did? I mean,
Doubtful. Really doubtful. Yeah. No, if Jenna Ortega isn't Wednesday, and she's not, some mega celebrity, Scream 6 probably doesn't happen. That's the cold hard truth, like, she puts people's behinds in the seats, okay? She sells tickets. She gets people to buy tickets. I mean.
yeah, definitely, and she did really well in you know Scream 5, where the opening scene.
Mhm.
So I mean, that was a big thing too was the opening scene.
By the way, Caslin, yes, I saw that Gus, Giancarlo, if I remember how to pronounce his name, but yeah, he's in Abigail, and I'm very much looking forward to that because he's in there too.
I'm not. Yeah, I've never seen Breaking Bad.
What, bro?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Bro, did this man just say he hasn't seen Breaking Bad?
I'm a horror guy. Like, I mean, I see mostly horror movies.
Hey, in a sense, Breaking Bad is kind of a horror film. Or a horror TV series anyway. Yes. In parts of it, you could look at it that way.
Yeah, I mean, the original plan for my, Hootie Films entertainment YouTube channel was to cover all movies, and I might eventually do that. I might veer off from the horror. I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind yet, because the fact that all my subscribers, know me for a horror movie. So I mean, I don't know if they won't want to hear anything else or not.
Always put a survey out there in your community post, and see if people would be receptive towards it.
Yeah, but I am a more of a horror fan than any other genre. So it's always been my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I think my second favorite would probably be like thriller. I like thrillers.
Same.
Edge of your seat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put horror and thriller together, that's a bonus, because you got a horror and a thriller.
Mm-hmm.
We got psychological thriller. Yeah, I mean, action thrillers.
Like, I guess you could look at Talk to Me as like a thriller more than a horror film, right?
Oh, that's
Because
right. We never talked about Talk to Me.
yeah, would you consider that? Wait,
Wait a minute.
what is
Harry
going on?
Webb.
I have Harry Webb blocked. I remember that guy because TacMac and I were streaming one time, and that dude just came in like talking mad smack to TacMac.
I'm not seeing Harry Webb on mine.
Yeah, no, I have him blocked too, so I don't see him. But Daniel and Caslin are adding him. I don't.
I
Do
don't think
you?
I don't think I ever blocked Harry Webb.
Do
But
you?
he's not showing up on here. I can't see his comments.
Do you have a list of the people who are watching the stream? Because you should just remove Harry Webb. Like he's somebody who's up to no good. He's not a good person. Okay. He's pretty rude.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, do you see a list of the people who are watching or anything like that?
Yeah, but his comments aren't popping up on my end.
Okay. Well, I was saying like if you click on him and just remove him or block him, does it let you do that? Or
If I do what?
click on Harry Webb. Do
Well,
you like? Is there?
I can't click on him because he's not showing up here.
Okay, okay. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, do you see a list of the people like a part of the stream or anything like that? Some kind of I guess you don't.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like I'm not seeing guys, you should just block him. Yeah. As he's very unpleasant from what I remember. He was not very respectful towards TacMac.
Yeah, I mean, Harry Webb, I mean, people are not really too happy. You're not making them happy, so I mean, I mean, if you want to come on and join, I mean, you have to make people, comfortable and happy that you're here, but apparently you don't because you're saying things that they don't like. So,
Yeah, I don't see him in the comments either. Like I don't see Harry Webb. It's kind of weird that we're using a new software and we're not seeing the person that they're talking about. I
yeah,
do remember that guy though. Like that guy was very rude. Like he did not say pleasant things. Yeah.
yeah, I apologize, guys, that I can't see him on my end at all. He's not showing up on the comments, and I don't know why. I'm like the host of this thing. I mean, you think I would see him?
Mm. Definitely recommend you guys blocking him because
Yeah,
it'd be the way to stop seeing his comments. Yeah.
you guys might have to block him on your own. I I don't know why I can't see him on my end.
I'll look it up real quick. StreamYard, how to block somebody. Here, I'll message it to you on Discord real quick. Here you go.
Yeah.
So that's how you do it, by the way, according to Google.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Within the studio.
That's what it told me then
Well, I mean,
on Google.
I don't have a 3 dot thing in the studio.
Hold on. Send you something here that it's a video anyway, but
Yeah, it's
well, we should
I
not
mean,
subject your chat to the guy because he is threatening them. And
there is a way to ban because I can go to the settings and guests and it shows.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, or we got to probably just end this. I mean, we're already over 3.5 hours almost, but yeah, like your chat's getting threatened by him, so the guy is being very rude.
Like I don't know
yeah.
what he's saying, but he's not being very nice to the chat. Harry Webb, you got to stop. Like seriously, I'm gonna like report you. I will. Like, I mean, if you don't leave, I'm gonna report you, and I'll make sure YouTube like shuts you down. So like, stop.
I don't understand here. How I don't see him in StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I don't see him either. But if I can't find a way to find him and block him on here, then I'm gonna report him. So he's got to stop.
Yeah, we might have to end your stream. Because he's talking about people's IPs to them, apparently. So yeah, we might have to end the stream just to end this dude's harassment towards your chat, dude.
So this should show up in the recorded live stream. It should show up when we're done. So all the stuff's going to be recorded. I'm going to show YouTube like that he's threatening people. So
Yep.
But I'm trying to see if there's a way on here somehow. I can't even find it when I search on YouTube.
I really don't understand. I think we might have to end the stream though, man.
Can one of you guys send me a link to his YouTube channel? Somebody in the audience, can you send me a link to his YouTube channel? So was Harry Webb the one who hacked us?
Hell if I know. I remember this dude was really disrespectful to TacMac back in the day during one of his streams. So
Yeah.
so it looks like, yeah. I mean,
Guys, I would suggest that you report him. I'm sure if he gets a bunch of reports, then they'll remove him. So we got to kind of all work together to to report him. So
I'm so confused that I don't see him in your chat at all. Like,
well, somebody said he just deleted all his messages, but that probably won't matter because he's being recorded.
yeah,
So
yeah, no. I mean, I don't understand how I don't see his messages or anything. Like, StreamYard is different, like separate from YouTube. I remember I blocked him on YouTube, and I remember TacMac blocked him and removed him from the stream on YouTube when we were doing a live stream one time. I don't understand how I'm not seeing him on StreamYard. That's like completely separate from YouTube.
well, that's the crazy thing is like, I'm the host. I can't even see him. Why?
Yeah, no, something weird going on here.
But let me see. I want somebody to send me his YouTube channel because I can't find him. So if somebody can send it to me, I'll report him.
Here, if I can find it real quick, I will. Because I remember I had to block him because he was extremely disrespectful. Settings.
Yes.
He's changed his YouTube name, whatever it is. It's not Harry Webb anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't see him in my block list. I remember blocking him. Probably gonna have to end the stream if he's just harassing your chat, dude.
TacMac just messaged me in Disc right now and said, "Sorry to bother you, but I just had a weird email from a guy called Harry Webb. He's basically saying he's the one who hacked us the other day." Then he is asking me if I know him. Well, TacMac should know him.
Yeah, TacMac should know him. He was part of the live stream very early, like 2023, and he was being disrespectful. It actually happened when all three of us were live streaming too one time. I remember, like, the guy came in and he was just talking shit.
So, but if he's showing up as Harry Webb on the messages, then how come you can't find him on YouTube?
I don't know. I'm looking at my hidden users list. I don't see Harry Webb, so he must have changed his name, is what I'm saying. On YouTube. I don't understand how I can't see him on StreamYard. That's the weird part. I haven't blocked anybody on StreamYard, you know. I just started this account just the other day. So he must have.
Well,
Is it possible for him to block us and like we wouldn't see him typing?
yeah, I'm gonna have to like get serious with this now. I'm gonna have to like um yeah, I don't know. This is
And we should probably end the stream then. We got over 3 hours worth of you
yeah,
know, worth of good comments back and forth, good interaction with the chat and everything, and
yeah, it's
it's
getting
cool to
it.
talk horror, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I was originally gonna go to 3 hours anyways. At least we're
Yeah.
getting way past that now, but yeah. I
Well,
mean,
I do feel bad. Like I don't. This is really unfortunate that this guy has to do this to your chat and you multiple times now. He's doing this to you.
I'm gonna find out a way to get him somehow. TacMac is messaging me as we're doing this, and he got an email from him, so saying that he was the one who hacked us. But I told him to save the email so he could turn it into somebody, and he said he deleted it somehow.
You can't delete an email in somebody's box unless they have access to that person's email and are using it remotely.
Yeah. Um, we're gonna end the stream. I guess what I want to what you guys should do is everybody should report it. I
If you
think.
can get a hold of his StreamYard account, like if you guys can find what it is
Well,
and send it to Hootie.
even if you can't, say that there's a guy who's hacking, getting into everyone's comments and live streams, and then hopefully they can find him. Tell him he keeps deleting, so we can't have any proof because he keeps deleting everything. That's what I would do, but you know, Harry Webb, what you're doing is very illegal. I mean, I would stop. Like, I mean, just live life. I mean, seriously. I mean, like, I'm sure you don't want to get in trouble, right? I mean, but you can't keep doing this to people and harassing people. It's just not right.
Exactly. Um, yeah, no, hey man, it was fun talking horror and everything. Yeah, we can keep talking. I guess for a few minutes and everything. Like, I guess final thoughts and maybe if you guys had any questions or thoughts, you know. Yeah. Hootie, you got any final thoughts on anything or?
I kind of forgot what we were talking about now.
I think we were last talking about Abigail. We were talking about Salem's Lot. Like we were talking about the movies that were coming out this year until, you know, things went weird.
Yeah. Um,
Oh yeah, I also brought up Talk to Me, and I was saying that's more of a thriller than it is a horror movie. I mean, there are some horror parts, don't get me wrong, but like I thought it was more of a thriller, I guess. Yeah.
Talk to Me. Oh yeah, I think that's what we were kind of getting on, weren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Talk to Me was. I thought it was different. I liked it. There's things I didn't like, but there's the ending for me. I didn't wasn't a fan of.
I just thought it was incredibly depressing of an ending and really really messed up, you know? Like I mean, I guess that's true horror if you think about it. Like it's dreadful. It's the good person doesn't win, you know, good guys don't win. I guess it's really a true horror ending, but that doesn't mean it's going to be good if it's a true horror ending. It made me feel incredibly depressed for the main character, you know. I
Yeah.
was like, damn, an eternity stuck in the hand now. That's rough, dude, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember a whole lot. I've only seen it once. I can't
Hmm.
remember everything, so it's
Remember
hard
how
for me to.
they say talk to me, they're holding the hand, and if they go over 90 seconds while possessed, then the demon possesses them forever. And their soul gets stuck in the hand, remember? If they die.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really messed up. Yeah. That ending really stuck in my head for a while. I was like, wow, that was intense. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I always give credit to horror movies that go in a different, their own kind of direction because we
Hmm.
have a lot of remakes. So it was interesting to see something different. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I love something unique and and tell me another movie that movie. I mean, again, it's another possession film, right? But it's different. You know, it didn't just make another wheel that pulls along. You know, it reinvented the wheel, something different, something better. You know,
Yeah.
and if I remember correctly, they are making a second film of that. When it's coming out, I don't know, but I hope it comes out like 2025. Like they take their time on writing it, because I guess they were supposed to go more in depth in the second film about where the hand came from.
Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah. Kind of explain, yeah, where it came from, and
Mm-hmm.
but I find scary movies um to be more scary if they don't explain too much.
That's a fair point.
This is the problem that I think Rob Zombie's Halloween made was he wouldn't explained why, what made Michael Michael, and the fact that he, you know, basically made him pretty much human. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was the thing about the first Halloween in 1978 came from a good family. You know, upstanding mom and dad. You know, like hard blue collar workers, right? And he was supposed to be, I guess, a normal kid that just fucking snapped one night and killed, and it was unexplainable. You know.
yeah,
Yeah. So I guess, you know, like diving into it, like you said with Rob Zombie, you kind of just take away that the mystique of it. You know, the mystery is gone. You know, there's nothing left to be explored when the mystery is done, right?
yep, yep. And there's nothing to really. I guess the more you know, the more it's just, yeah, it's not as scary. Isn't there some kind of like saying that goes like people fear what they don't know?
Yeah, that's fair right there. You know, I mean, like I guess explaining Michael's origins, like you know, how did he become supernatural and all that shit. Like it will just take away from the mystery. It will because then you know where it all comes from. So why would you watch the movie again? You know, why would you
Yeah.
watch a sequel if you know the truth? Like, and let's say you're not happy about it. Like, why would you watch the sequel then? You know, John
Yeah.
Carpenter did it right, man. He did do it right. Mm.
Yeah, he definitely did. I mean,
Real talk though, Halloween, you would think, based on my channel and everything, is like my favorite horror movie, right? It's actually my second favorite horror movie. The
okay.
Thing. Oh, what's up?
Do you see the TacMax comment?
Yes, I do see it.
He said he's got a friend dealing with, like,
Okay. I mean, I just
TacMac. Do you mean he's dealing with that person he's bothering your friend also, or your friend is taking care of him causing the problem? Yeah. Hopefully he's talking about. Oh, he's fixing the problem. Okay, good. Yeah, that's good news. Thanks, TacMac. That's
um,
it sucks how you can't just have a normal live stream.
yeah, no, this guy harassed all three of us during a stream one time. I remember it was Scream related too. We were doing a Scream live stream, and this guy, specifically this guy right here, Harry Webb, came out of nowhere and just started being disrespectful.
I wonder if I go to the video like I'm joining the comments, if I can see them then.
Oh, as in join the chat?
Yeah.
Or yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, we can't, for some reason we can't see his comments on our end. Oh, but he did say they were deleted. But I don't know
Yeah.
if they were recorded. They should be recorded, I would assume.
Yeah, no, when this stream ends, go just over like let's see, let me look at the timestamp here and I'll be able to that would be 3 hours and 17 minutes and you might want to write that down, okay?
3 minutes and 17 seconds.
No, 3 hours and
Oh,
17
three.
minutes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You can tell I've been on here too long.
Oh yeah. It's
uh,
fine. Yeah.
um,
Um,
so okay, 3 hours and 17, right?
yes, 3 hours 17 minutes.
Okay. I'll write that down. But I mean, I think I can even go back now if I go join the chat. I think I'm not sure if it works that way or not, or if it
Yeah,
had.
your guess is as good as mine, man.
I just hope they take care of it because that's just extremely annoying. I mean, what? I mean, people have anything better to do?
I just think it was kind of messed up that he wasn't just disrupting your stream 2 times in a row, but he was threatening your viewers.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not right.
I wonder if he was subscribed to me because I lost a subscriber. That was probably him. He's trying to hide.
Might be him. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I have it. I know I had him blocked on YouTube because I remember him coming into the live stream talking shit, and all
okay.
three of us were like, "Stop," and he wouldn't, so we fucking blocked him.
Okay, never mind. I didn't lose a subscriber. I had to refresh the page, I guess. So you said 3 hours,
17 minutes.
17 minutes. I'm gonna just curiosity. I'm gonna see if it's pops up on here.
Yep.
Oh, well, this makes it more difficult. When I go through the video now of our live stream, it's like backwards. It's showing it in like negative. So but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to wait till we're done to find out for sure.
Yep. So you got any final thoughts?
Not really. I mean, I guess we could probably start ending this. We've been going for almost 4 hours.
True.
So, but yeah, it was good to finally get on here live. We'll have to definitely do this again. Tac Mac, if you're still here, definitely do more with you too. But we gotta take care of the situation because I don't want to sit here and do live videos on here or live chats, and just have this problem happen all the time. It's annoying.
Agreed. It's not right for your viewers either. One of them said, like, how do you have my IP, or why are you threatening me? Like, it's not right for your viewers to be subjected to that harassment, dude.
No. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully Attack Max Buddy is gonna get to the bottom of this. I might try some things on my own to get to the bottom of it, but yeah, with all that said, I guess I guess I want to thank everybody for joining. Sorry about the whole Harry Webb thing. It's sucks, I know, but it was nice, having everybody in the chat and got to watch the Trick or Treat 1 and 2 and talk some horror and got to see Protagonist again.
Yeah,
So
thank you for having me on, man. And thank you all for showing up and everything, asking your
yeah.
questions, providing your thoughts. Yeah, it's always good.
So yeah, with all that said, I guess we'll end the chat there and we'll see you all next time.
Yeah. Have a good one, everybody.